Hello viewers, welcome to the second of my Christmas curiosities. It is my absolute pleasure to introduce you to the magic that is the Christmas pickle. I've only really found out about the Christmas pickle this year when the missus told me about a story she read on Facebook. The reason she told me about this is because every year we help my parents decorate their Christmas tree. And every year we would have a laugh at a particular decoration of theirs. It was of course, a pickle, which is included in one of their rather expensive glass ornament sets. Every year we would go along and think, what the hell does this have to do with Christmas? Nearly every other ornament seems to be somewhat relevant, but a pickle? Finally, that mystery has been solved, and I can bore people to death with this anecdote. I can enthrall them with this legendary relic from history. What the fuck is a Christmas pickle, I hear you ask? Well, there's really not much to go into here. The Christmas pickle is symbolized by a Christmas tree ornament in the shape of a pickle. Sorry, that's pretty much it. There, video done. Thank you for watching. Okay, so during the 1800s, Woolworth stores imported many glass German ornaments, including many in the shape of fruits and vegetables, including the legendary Christmas pickle. Said to be a old German tradition, and again apologise for my German pronunciation here, Weihnachtsgebäck. When decorating the Christmas tree, the pickle was the last to be placed in secret on the tree. Whichever child would find its hiding place on the tree would receive an extra present. Oh, what a fun little game to play. Or a way to make your children resent one another. But why a pickle? I hear you cry. The story goes that two boys in medieval Spain were returning from boarding school for the holidays back home. The journey was long, so they stopped at an inn. It was an unfortunate choice of stops. Like most roadside service stations, the staff were somewhat deranged. The innkeeper murdered the poor lads and stuffed their bodies in a pickle barrel. Lovely. Definitely a European children's story at heart. After the bodies had been sealed in the barrel, who should happen upon the inn that night but St. Nicholas himself? He discovered the innkeeper's misdeeds and resurrected them through the power of prayer. And so the pickle gained significance for Christmas. But wait, there's more. Another origin story places it as a much more recent tradition and ties it to American-German immigrants rather than being a direct import from the fatherland. In 1864 America, Bavarian-born Union soldier Private John C. Lauer of the 103rd Pennsylvania Infantry was captured by the Confederate Army and kept as a prisoner of war. Due to supply shortages that winter, he was starved as food became scarce. The story goes that on Christmas Eve, he was at death's door. He begged a guard to give him his rationed pickle to stop him from starving to death. The guard took pity and gave the pickle to Private Lauer. Lauer was released on Christmas and holds the pickle responsible for his survival. So it is said he went back to his family and started the pickle in the tree tradition. So is it an ancient German tradition or what? Well, given that it's practically unheard of in Germany, I think we can rule out the ancient Germanic tradition theory. Furthermore, the innkeeper tale is actually an altered version of a well-known St. Nicholas tale, which is very similar, except it was about a butcher who murdered some children and put their remains in barrels to cure with the intention to sell them as cured pork. There are some variations on this story, but they involve meat rather than pickles. As far as the story goes, the pickles do seem a little out of place no matter which variation you decide to go with. That particular version of the story with the pickles seems to have originated from Berrien Springs, Michigan, the Christmas pickle capital of the world, apparently. Possible self-interest due to a history of hosting several pickle processing plants. They even used to have an annual pickle festival that was established around 1992, but they seem to have stopped back in 2003. Apparently, tourists don't dig pickles that much. But what about the soldier story? Well, that's actually quite interesting. I decided to do some digging and found the regimental records of the 103rd, which confirmed there was indeed a Private John Lauer who signed up on February 22nd in 1862 and was captured April 20th, 1864. Went on to be released on December 10th of 1864. This guy seems to have existed. Now, the dates don't quite line up with his release in the story, but I think this can be possibly explained by storyteller discretion. Being Bavarian born, he would have certainly celebrated the feast of St. Nicholas, which is on December 6th. And that may have been part of the original tale, that he got the pickle on the eve of the feast of St. Nicholas, or Krampusnacht, if you remember my previous video, which later shifted over various retellings to Christmas Eve, to make it a more relevant tale for modern celebrations, making it December 24th. While, of course, I cannot prove the event actually happened, or that somebody did not just look at the regimental records for somebody who was released around the feast of St. Nicholas / Christmas and make up a story, I like to think that this has some possible credibility in a family tradition that just caught on. Or it was some very clever marketing by a shop owner who had a surplus of expensive imported German glass pickle ornaments that no motherfucker would buy. Because what the fuck do pickles have to do with Christmas? And that will wrap it up for this installment. I hope you feel enriched by the glory that is the Christmas pickle story. Thank you very much for watching. Now, go do something. Fuck it.
I'm Pickle Rick!
Oh, I'm gonna get such hate for that. But to be fair, you do have to have a high IQ to get Rick and Morty humour. Be seeing you.